If God is all-powerful and all good, then why does evil exist? It's a question that has troubled believers and skeptics for centuries. And honestly, if you've ever asked it, you're not alone. When we see war, disease, injustice, or the suffering of innocent people, it's natural to ask, where is God? But Islam asks us to look at the question differently. Imagine a world with no pain, no loss, no hardship, no possibility of failure. Would courage exist? Would patience exist? Would forgiveness exist? Could generosity exist if nobody was ever in need? Could mercy exist if nobody ever suffered? Many of the qualities we admire most in human beings only exist because difficulty exists. But Islam goes even further. It teaches that this life is not the final destination. If this world were all there is, then evil would be much harder to explain. But Islam says this life is only the first chapter. The child who suffered, the person who was oppressed, the innocent victim who never received justice. Their story is not over. God's justice is not limited to this world, and that changes everything. Because if there is a day of judgment, then every act of evil will be answered. Every injustice will be accounted for. Every tear will matter. But what about the suffering we personally face? Islam teaches that hardship is not always a punishment. Sometimes it is a wake-up call, sometimes it is a test, sometimes it is a means of growth, and sometimes the wisdom behind it is known only to God. Think about a child receiving a painful injection. The child sees pain. The doctor sees healing. The child sees the moment. The doctor sees the outcome. In the same way we see a small part of reality, God sees all of it. That doesn't mean every tragedy suddenly becomes easy. It doesn't. Islam never tells people not to grieve. Even the prophets cried. Even the prophets suffered. But Islam teaches that suffering is not meaningless. There is purpose behind life. There is wisdom behind creation. And there is justice beyond this world. So why does God allow evil? Because this world is not paradise. It is the place where free will, faith, character, and justice are tested. And one day, every wrong will be made right.